Dr. Hodges, and I'll tell you what, been watching that whole show and so forth back there at the college. We're over here. So what's the name of this building?
This is the Manufacturing, Engineering, and Technology Complex. We call this MET 1 because it's the first building that opened. MET 2 is getting ready to open here in just a few weeks.
Right. Well, I got to see kind of a flash of your whole life there, but I didn't know that
Mrs. Agnew.
Miss Agnew, yeah. Tell me how. Tell the audience a little bit that might not have watched it.
Sure. Mrs. Agnew, she was Miss Preston when I was in high school, but she was my 9th and 11th grade high school English teacher at Drury Mason High School, and she is who inspired me to get into education. She has remained my inspiration and my friend for the 30-plus years I've been in education. I adore me some Gracie Agnew, and I was honored that she would speak today.
Oh, yeah. She said, you had in your speech, you said that she called you back to the office or something like that. Tell me that.
So in 11th grade, all of the students were assigned to study and research a poem, and then we were asked to come discuss that or teach a lesson to the class. And so all of the students did theirs, and then finally I did mine, and it was supposed to have been 5 to 10 minutes. Mine was 25 minutes in length, and I put students in groups, and it was a little different than what most of the other students had done. She asked me to stay after school. And
did you think you were in trouble?
I thought I was in terrible trouble because for everyone else, she talked about how well they had done, but she didn't say anything about that to me. She just asked me to stay after school. And so when I got there to her class, and again, this is 1987, she sat me down and she said to me very clearly that I was born to be an educator and that she would be my champion in that. Well, now, as I said, I would love to say that I immediately launched into that path. It took me several more years, but she is quite an inspiration to me.
And then you told us you changed your thing 7 times?
I changed my undergraduate major 7 different times at William & Mary. I was going to be I did theater, I did English literature, I did law, I did pre-law, I did several different until I finally landed in elementary education. It caused me to have to stay an extra year and a half, but it was the right call, and I'm forever grateful for that.
Was she screaming in your ear each time?
Every time I walked into my William & Mary counselor's office with a degree change form in hand, I could hear her words, Greg, you were born to be an educator.
Right. Now, we got to see your son
sir.
speak today. How was that? How did that feel?
That was very moving. That was very touching. My son is, I'm very proud of him.
He's in education too?
He is a kindergarten teacher, chip off the old block, and he loves teaching kindergarten. He and his wife are due for their first child any minute now, so I was delighted with what he shared. It was an inspiration to me to hear him.
And you and your wife, we watched y'all both get emotional today.
Yeah.
She got emotional at you, and you got emotional at her, I could tell.
Absolutely.
Y'all have been on this journey together. Right?
We have. She's my partner. She's my best friend, and everything we do is as a team.
Yep.
She is as committed to this institution and this community.
Miss Renee, right?
Miss Renee. Yep. And she's very committed to this college, to this community. There, nothing that gets accomplished could I do without her. Right. She's everything to me.
You know what? I hear good reports about you.
Thank you. Thank you.
People say that he cares about what we get paid. I mean, that's one of the things that, really college is about increasing your investment.
Economic mobility for our students, but also our faculty and staff. This is all about being able to achieve the American dream, which is still very much alive and well in our community. And so we are delighted to be able to be that source of economic mobility for our students.
All right, let's talk about this year and next year.
Sure.
Because, I know right now y'all are getting ready for next year, right?
Correct. We're getting ready to wrap up this year. Graduation is coming up. We will have hundreds of students walk across the stage on May the 14th. And as I said today, they will punch their ticket straight into economic prosperity. And then next year, we've got some big announcements. Our students just occupied our second building of our Manufacturing, Engineering, Technology Complex, 45 welding booths. Our students are in there. We have a temporary certificate of occupancy. The renovation will be finalized this summer, and then in the fall, we'll be opening that building, which is another 53,000 square foot, all dedicated to good-paying jobs in this community.
Right. I read up on the headlines every day. We talk about AI, all the things that are changing education. And it looks like that community colleges are going to play more of a support and training plumbers and that kind of thing.
Absolutely. Yeah. That is the reason we exist. Whether a student is with us 2 weeks, 2 months, or 2 years, I shared this today, we are here for one purpose, and that is to get them access to economic mobility, economic stability, and a bright economic future. I think we all understand that there is great career potential in things like trades, in electronics, in AI, and then for the student who wants to come to transfer, we have transfer agreements with every university in Virginia, several outside of Virginia. There has never been a better time to be a community college student, and because of the wealth of local, state, and federal resources, many of our students are able to come free to the family.
Right. Of course, we in the media business are proud that Monica Hatchett's joined the team.
We're delighted to have Monica Hatchett as our Director of PR and Marketing.
I can honestly tell you she is the best in the business.
We are delighted to have her.
Right.
Delighted to have her.
So what will she be able to do? Get the word out more?
Yeah, we actually recrafted this position this year, and that is to be the front-forward spokesperson for the college. I'm always glad to be out front, but there are times perhaps that I'm not available and not able to do that. Monica will serve in that capacity, and we're delighted she's able to be with us at Patrick and Henry.
All right, well, tease me a little bit for next year. I love gimmicks and some fun things. Tell me what's the funnest thing you're going to be doing next year?
For us, the funnest thing that we're going to be doing, this may not sound fun to everybody else, but the most fun thing we will do is the graduation. Okay. But now beyond that, we've got lots of arts things coming up. Patriot Players just opened last night. Yeah. Matilda is absolutely incredible, and it's really one of the great blessings of our rural community college that not only do we have what is the largest manufacturing space for community colleges around us, but then we also have these incredible arts programs as well. It's a rare mix in, frankly, a rural community college.
You bet. And we might be in rural, but it doesn't look rural.
It doesn't look rural. It is 21st century state-of-the-art.
Right.
It's a $20 million complex that was funded with grants from the EDA, Tobacco Commission, Harvest Foundation. Patrick and Henry obviously didn't have the $20 million, but we were able to access it because these two buildings are all about jobs.
Right. One thing I'm glad is they picked a local guy to run the place.
Oh, that's very kind. I'm honored to serve. Honored to serve this college and this community.
You bet. All right, folks. You'll be watching all great kind of things going on at the community college. Keep your eyes out on all the things going on because it changes every week. Awesome.
Thank you, Charles.
Thank you, buddy.
Appreciate it.